I was born in Petaluma in the General Hospital. It used to be down in the corner of 6th and G Street. My dad had a chicken ranch in Pen Grove when I was born, my first 2 or 3 years, I guess. That was right. Well, see, I was born in 1925, and the Depression hit in 1929. He was like a lot of chicken men. They went bankrupt in a matter of days. But there was a different kind of life in those years until, well, let's see, 1941, I was 15, I guess. That's when they dropped the bombs on Pearl Harbor. I remember we were down doing the morning chores, and my mother yelled down, it was the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor. So I was 18 on the 4th of March, 1943. I had to go down to Petaluma and sign up for the draft. Then they'd notify you to come in and meet with them. They decide whether you should be exempted or whether you should go. They decided I didn't need to be here. On June 1st, I think it was, we had to go down and be inducted. I think there was 56 of us, they said that day, I remember, that were drafted. And we all went down to Cotati, got on a bus, and then went to San Francisco. And I think we switched maybe onto a train and down to Camp Roberts, the whole bunch of us, or most of us. When we got down there, they separated us out right away and sent us to a company that do nothing but study radio and communications. When our 17 weeks were up, they sent a lot of the guys, including some of them with us, out to a replacement depot, and there was, I think, about 24 of us they kept there. And we couldn't figure out why they didn't let us go or send us out, you know. And I know we were there a month or better, and then finally the order come out, the general don't like it, those guys aren't doing anything, ship them out. So then they put me on a small ship and they sent me over to Angel Island. And I said, what the hell am I going to Angel Island for? And that was top secret. 40 miles from home, I couldn't phone my parents, I couldn't let anybody know where I was. They gave me an APO number so I could write, but it didn't say where I was. I was there about 2 weeks, and they came in one morning and said, Lichau, get your gear. We're sending you over to San Francisco to get on a ship. They put us on the SS Lurleen. Oh, that was the luxury ship of Matson Ship Lines. We're in the ship, and they go out under the bridge. I can remember going under the bridge, and we had tugs with us and escorts. And then we got out, I guess, enough to clear, and they told us over the loudspeaker, we'll be going 23 knots, and we're going to shift the way we're going every 3 minutes so that the submarine can't attack us. We're right into Pearl Harbor, and all the ships that had been bombed at Pearl Harbor was still there sitting in the water. Well, it got us fired up, I guess, because, boy, look at what they did to those ships. And then they took me up to Schofield Barracks, and I joined the 27th Infantry Division. After I was there, then we maneuvered on Oahu, different places. Heck, I don't think there's much of that island I haven't walked on. And after we got through that, I think then they decided that they were going to teach us how to get in and out of Higgins' boat and make a landing at the beach. So then we went over a week or two over off of Maui, and we'd go every morning at 6 o'clock. Over the side, you go down the cargo nets into a Higgins boat. You'd go out and hit the island, they'd drop in, you hit it just like you're in combat, and you go in about 100 yards, and then they'd turn you around and bring you back, and pretty soon the Higgins boat would come back. You get on the Higgins boat, go back out to the main boat, crawl up the cargo nets, and have lunch, and then after lunch, go out and get down the cargo net and go hit the beach again. And then they said, get your stuff packed, we're leaving for combat, but they didn't say where. And then when we were 5 days out to sea, they came on over the ship's loudspeakers that you're headed for an island called Saipan. And everybody looked at, where the hell is Saipan? When we went in, there was a lot of dead Marines floating around in the water yet. That's what bothered you, really, more than anything else. We went off the Higgins boats, and then as we were going down the beach to where they wanted us to go in, a Zero come over and strafed us. And here he comes, but he never hit anybody. You could see the big red ball on his wing and all that. I guess he had a 50 caliber machine gun, and you could see it kicking up the sand. Well, we all went down into the sand and buried ourselves. That's all you could do because there was no cover. But they made the run like that, and then he turned like that and went out. And then the Navy ships all opened up on him.